In the entire time you play driving simulator, have you ever wondered how to beat driving simulator? So you might wondering why I asked you this question. So to start off, I mean not really a couple week, just a week ago, I just had a conversation with its Adam here, and he said that, hey Daniel, if buying every car and max upgrade them all is considered finishing the game. And I like, obviously, probably, yeah. And he said no. The way you beat the game is buy every car and buy every upgrade. So as we know, we have 4 upgrade, and each 4 categories have 4 upgrades, from the cheapest to the expensive. And then I add some player in the game, and what they respond, some of them like, it's impossible bro, you cannot beat it, and some like, you have to buy every car, and that's how you finish the game. And then I try to contact interim. For those who not aware who she is one of the moderator in Nocturne Entertainment server. So I cannot contact any developer because most of them just disable their messages on Discord. So I'm really sorry, I cannot contact them. So what she respond that you have to own everything possible from car and rap, and also engine upgrades. So this almost similar to Adam here statement. So let's see all the statement that we got from these players. Before I want to start this part, I want to say that don't send hate to any people that involved in the statement, because it's their opinion and I respect that. So we need to understand that when a player say I have beat the game or I have finished the game, it's usually referred to I have beat the entire level of the game or I have finished the entire storyline. But in Driving Simulator, it's literally different. We don't have any storyline of the game, and we don't have any system level in the game. So that's make it complicated. So let's take a look in Minecraft. So Minecraft is how you beat the game is you discover things and you explore the game, and somehow you stumble with Ender Dragon and you beat the game suddenly. Meanwhile, in Grand Theft Auto, you play as a character and you finish the storyline on the game. But I know those two games literally have different main point of the game. Exactly. What I'm trying to tell is the main point of the game. In Grand Theft Auto, you play as criminal and you beat the storyline but a life of criminal. And in Minecraft, you discover everything until you meet Ender Dragon. So now I wanna ask you, what is the main point of the game on Driving Simulator? Yes, it's already obvious in the title. The game wants you driving. And in the main point, the state on the description of the game wants you to drive around and race around the map. And how actually I have to beat the game by driving and racing? So here's my opinion. First, you need to discover around in the game. So when you first get into the game, and you will get notification whenever you get discovered into a new area. You might thinking that like, oh, that's all? I thought the beating the game is quite hard enough. Don't forget that there is still area that hard to discover, like the top of the world and Area 52 Easter egg. So if you haven't watched that, make sure you watch that video, the link in the description below, just in case if you haven't discovered yet. Don't forget that another element of the game, which is racing. So how do I beat game in by racing? So let's not forget that there's ton of race on all over the map, and some of them is seasonal racing. Like if you guys remember Ice Lake racing, and if it's only available during Christmas, and that's actually make it hard enough to beat the game. And that's why some players say, oh, that's why I say it's impossible. So by this statement that I just made doesn't mean that their opinion in buy every car or something is false. I would say no. So stay tuned. I'm gonna continue in the part 2 of this video. In the earlier of the video, we have seen such statement like we have to collect all car or we have to collect every single rep to finish the game. But the way I see it, that this thing is side thing of the game. Remember, our point of the game is to drive and race around the map. So our collection is, I can say, it is included in 100% of completion in the game. So the main objective of beating the game, we need to finish and we need to complete everything that the game tell us to do. However, 100 completion is included by collecting every car, completing every task and everything included in the game. In other words, we can call it side quests. So, what the side quest that we have to do to 100% to complete the game? So, this is what I can found so far in the game. So basically, you need to own every car, you need to buy every single upgrade. This is what's stated by each item here. And then we have to own every rep and own everything that possible. So this was part of interim statement. And the other one that I found out that we have to done every task. So far there's a lot of tasks that I actually doesn't know how many actually does, but yeah, that probably main part of the game. I mean the side quest of the game. I'm really sorry about that. So Dino, how about the all game pass? So far we have 4 game pass. So is buying every 4 game pass included in 100 complication in the game? All I can say is no, because if all the 4 game passes included to complete the game, doesn't that make game pay for win? And actually that is not fair for every single player who doesn't have Roblox. So in beating the game or 100 completion of the game, there is some problem in doing this. So first that I found that the game haven't finished yet, and currently the game is on beta. So and how you gonna complete the game? For example, if there is new race or a new car or a new update, so that's gonna be a lot messy when we try to complete a game. So does we have to re-update every single new update? So the second update is the developer doesn't state any complication. I mean, we have seen some game pass, I mean some badge, which some achievement for the game, which is you are a beta player and you are alpha player. So there is only 2 badges on the game, but we doesn't see any complication or 100% complication of the game, which means the developer doesn't even plan about beating the game. So we have seen a lot of point and we have seen a lot of problem in finishing the game. So there's several of conclusion that I can came up with in this topic. First, that all I can come up is the developer does have intention to make the game is beatable. So that's my it. If developers see this, tell them make the game is beatable. Okay, so the second I can come up is the game is impossible to finish until game is done. So whenever let's say one day the game doesn't have any update again and no more new cars or races, maybe at the point you can beat the game. Or the number 3, you can finish the game but you have to re-update it every single update. So that's a long topic video. It's almost 10 minutes. So if you guys really appreciate it, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, because this video took so long to make and it's so like I lost a lot of brain cell right now. So again, if you really appreciate this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. It costs you nothing, but I really appreciate it, and I see you guys